Hey everyone, super excited to be chatting with you today. Today we're going to be talking about how to get leads for your med spa business. So grab a notebook, grab a pen, some really great stuff that we're going to go over today. And I'm going to go ahead and share my screen. All right, we're going to learn how to increase your leads, capture them, and nurture them. If you're a med spa business, esthetician, in the beauty space, this also applies to you. You don't have to own a med spa. But first, I always like to kind of give you a little bit of an idea about who I am. So I've been in marketing and social media now for over 5 years. I've worked with hundreds of business owners, entrepreneurs, helping provide strategic services to grow their businesses. And I've worked with Progreda now for over a year. That's me professionally. A little bit about me personally is I also have a little boy who is full of energy. And me and my husband love to travel, and we're very outdoor people with our son. All right, so enough about me. Now we're going to switch gears and kind of take this at 1,000 foot view first and kind of go over just advertising in general, and then we'll build a little bit later. So there's lots of different advertising out there, so we're going to go through them one by one. So we have Meta, that includes Facebook and Instagram. We have TikTok. We have X, formerly known as Twitter, LinkedIn, Google, and YouTube. Commercial. So this is more, it's still digital, but not used in an everyday business setting. You really need to be like a much larger organization most of the time. You have radio, broadcasting, billboard ads, etc. here. So you can see the top ones are like social media, and then the bottom ones are other avenues that people have used for advertising. So there's many forms of advertising. Most popular nowadays are digital, and then you have those traditional forms of marketing. So today we're going to be focusing on digital advertising, specifically Meta. But before we dive into how to build an ad in Meta, we need to understand how to capture the average consumer. So we're going to walk through some stats here. 84% of heavy social media users are aged between 18 and 29, so that Gen Z young millennial group. More than 33% of the total population of the world, not just the US, the world, uses social media on a daily basis. And then 151 minutes. That's the amount of time internet users spend on social media, and it's higher now than it's ever been before. So it's only going to grow as far as the amount of time people spend on social media. So what do all these stats have in common? It's really just highlighting that your target audience is online. They're using social media every day, and with the market oversaturated with posts and ads, that means the attention spans of our consumers are going to start decreasing day by day. So let's talk about a target audience and attention spans. So attention spans. 1.3 seconds when it comes to watching ads, Gen Z loses their focus. So essentially, you have 1.3 seconds to hook someone in the Gen Z world. 12 seconds, the attention span of a millennial lasts no longer than 12 seconds, while Gen Z taps out at about 8 seconds. For reference, the attention span of a goldfish is 9 seconds. And then 10 to 20 seconds as the average page visit. It lasts less than a minute, and users often leave after the first 10 to 20 seconds. So knowing that our attention span is less than a goldfish, we need to captivate and hook our lead fast and effectively. You're also going to need to understand the type of content that most users are engaging with in your market. So this would be the med spa, esthetician, beauty type world. And this is going to allow you to create powerful and captivating content to gain their attention and interest. So now we're going to look at what are called the 6 pillars of attention to kind of help us determine how we do that within our own industry. All right, we have inclusion, so that's going to make us feel included, part of the team. For med spa beauty, this could be like a rewards program that you have. So after your 10th visit, maybe they get some sort of you know, discount, or maybe they become, you have like memberships that makes them feel like a VIP, et cetera there. Help make their life easier for the customers. So this is going to be really easy for the beauty side of the industry to lean on. You're helping the average consumer feel better, look better, etc. So that's going to be a really great emotion to lean in with. New, so this is just gaining that interest of your customer by giving them something new. This can be really helpful when you have new products, new services, new offers that keep customers coming back. Reward. So this is something similar that I said to inclusion. This could be a rewards program. Again, every 10 visits, you get X, Y, and Z. Status, it lets your customer know that the way they look, they feel that luxurious status. So this is also going to be really helpful in the beauty world is a lot of times when people come to a med spa or they're going to get Botox or filler or any of those things, they're really trying to keep up with the status flow. They want to look younger, feel better about themselves. So that's another emotion that we can lean on. And then lastly, emotions in themselves. So stimulate the feelings of your customer. So our top feelings, especially in this beauty industry, is really going to be emotion, help, inclusion, and even status. So there's actually a lot of different pillars that you can start to use to lean in on to really test to see what your consumer or your customers end up leaning more into. So we're going to dive into these one by one. So emotions, again, we're just evoking the emotions with our consumer, and that can range from all different types of emotions. We have humor, like aggressive, happy, Coca-Cola, believe in something if it means sacrificing everything, Nike. He has his mother's eyes, domestic violence. So this can be ranging again from humor all the way to sadness. According to studies, up to 95% of purchases are made from the stomach and heart. So when we buy, we're definitely moved by emotion. And in most cases, there's a justification behind it. So emotion is the biggest driver for justification. So it's going to be a really great one here for the beauty industry to really drive that emotion of like wanting to look good, wanting to feel good on the inside, because a lot of the times we don't. Status. So this is going to be where someone wants to show something off, something that's to their advantage, making them stand out. The best example is designer clothing. So this is an example of a luxurious shoe brand. They're all about giving women that sense of luxury without the price tag attached to that. So instead of spending, $500-600 on luxurious shoes, they're a much more affordable line. But they really highlight the status of their shoes, for example. So status can be everything to some people. With influencers on the rise, people are yearning for luxurious, big, new. So this can be also a really good driver if you're more on the high-end luxurious med spa. The status emotion can be very effective for you. The next one is new. So this is just a good way to spark the interest of your buyer, offering something new or surprising. So examples would be like, check out our new collection, this new iMac, dollar nacho fries. For the med spa industry, this can be, again, any new product that you have launching, any new service that you're going to start including, or even a discount on a service. So something that could also be used as something new, like, hey, our facials were 180, but now they're 99 for the next week. So it's something new. It's a new offer that's going to get those repeat customers for you. Inclusion. So again, this is a great option if you have like a coaching service course webinar, or if you're a business, a membership or reward system. So this is going to make them feel like they're part of your brand by adding them to different things. So VIP list, membership, so free gifts, exclusive discounts for first access to events and more, etc. They can pay more to feel more included into the organization. So it's a really great way, again, to have those repeat customers and a little bit of that reoccurring revenue. Okay, reward. So rewarding your consumers when they're frequent buyers and showing them that they're appreciated. So this is going to be examples that we're all familiar with. So Starbucks. So the more you buy, the more stars you earn and earning you free products and drinks. Give 20, get 20. So this is a good referral program that you can start in the beauty industry. So if they've had a really great experience with like an injector, an esthetician, you can give them, some sort of coupon, get $25 off, get $25 off your next session. And then obviously everyone's familiar with the Domino's rewards pie. So again, that's, for every pizza bought, then you build up rewards to get a free service, or in this case, a free pizza. Okay, and then we have help. So it's making life easier for the potential customer, offering them something that's useful. So this is examples of some advertising that I've done in the past. 3 reasons why your contracting business isn't making as much money. Revive joy in every step. Pearl Pack prescription is supposed to help with early onset perimenopause and menopause. So these are all ways that we're offering to help solve a challenge, whether it's a pain, a goal, or a need. So highlight what they're missing, what that value is, and benefit with going with you. So this is also probably going to be the biggest driver alongside of emotion for the beauty industry. So being able to help them feel better, help them look better, is really going to be a huge driver for getting them in your seat with you. So all these different emotions are going to help you do what's called creating an offer. And so we're going to go through some questions to kind of ask yourself to kind of understand what offer should I craft. So how to choose what pillar to use. So how does it benefit the type of consumer? So the particular person that you're trying to attract with a particular type of service. So that could be HRT, Botox and filler, weight loss management, like semaglutides. And then why does that information stick? So why is that going to stick with that person? Is it going to make them feel better? Is it going to make them look better? Are they longing for a sense of looking younger, more refreshed, feeling younger, more refreshed? And which values are important to them. So as you start to think about those services and those different types of audiences, what values are important to those individuals, that can kind of really help you understand which of those pillars to really lean on. And then when are your consumers going to be sharing your brand story? So this is another one to say, okay, is it when I provoke emotion where they're most likely going to bring someone else in my chair or my office? Is it really when they have such a positive experience and we really help them feel younger or look younger, that they're more willing to share about our organization or our brand, et cetera. So these are kind of things that you can start to ask yourself to really get an understanding of which pillar to use. If I were a med spa or in the beauty world, my first 2 pillars would probably be help and emotion, followed by, status as the third option. Okay, so we're going to build something together. So we're actually going to hop over into the ads platform, Meta ads platform, and we're going to walk through an example of a med spa beauty industry type ad that you can create. So let me get that up and going. Okay. So before we get started, 1,000-foot view, when you get here, you're going to have different campaigns that you can create. Today, we're going to do a leads campaign. That's how you're going to collect your leads for your organization or your business. And this is where you can use like websites. So you can take them straight to your website to book, or you can do like what's called a lead form. I suggest a lead form for Meta. I've seen that work better most of the time. You can obviously test both, but for today's purposes, we're going to do an instant form lead ad. And then you have other things like engagement. This is going to help you get more messages, purchases through messaging, video views, page, or even event responses. You have traffic, so that's just driving to another destination like a website or landing page, just to get more page views or link clicks or visits. And then you have things like awareness, app promotion, and sales. But we're going to start diving into a lead. So you would have picked lead for an example here. And then what we're going to do here is put a name out. So I chose Botox as a service. You can do any service here that represents you or an offer that you're willing to discount or really highlight to get people in your chair. And then I always put lead gen to remind myself that this is the type of campaign. And then I'm going to be using a video. You can put photo or even a graphic, just so I kind of get an idea of what type of ad this is. And then you're going to scroll the way down and hit next. I just copy and paste the same title. I'm going to select instant forms. I'm going to select the page that I want to be posting to here. And then the other thing I'm going to do is turn on dynamic creative. If I have more than one video or one photo or graphic, what this allows you to do is actually add in multiple combinations of media, so images or videos. And then what Facebook does is disperse those out to audiences based on what they feel that that given person is going to prefer. Instead of having different ads with different videos trying to test those videos, Facebook does it for you, which makes your budget a little bit more even. And then budget, I get this question a lot. How much should I spend on ads? If you really don't have a good level of investment, minimum $500. A sweet spot to me is 1,000 or 1,500. It gives you enough data to really understand who's clicking, what they're interested in, kind of those trends or themes within an ad that you need to look out for. And then you have two ways to set the budget, so lifetime or daily. I do lifetime if I have a shorter budget, and just do it for 30 days, because if you do a daily budget of, let's say, $16, you're going to really cap yourself, where maybe one day there's a lot of people interested and Facebook ends up spending $40 that day. You don't have to worry that you're capped at a daily budget, just knowing that the ad won't go over $500 within that month. And then this is where we're going to pick our audience. So this is going to be like location, for example. You can see I already put locations. I'm from Dallas, so I put Dallas, Forney, and Plano, trying to cover as much ground as possible within the Dallas area. For those of you who are maybe in like Las Vegas, for example, you can do Las Vegas here, and then you can decide how much you want that traffic to be. Do you want it 25 miles? Do you want 30 miles? Do you want less than that because it's more of a city range? It's up to you on kind of the range that you want within that bubble. Being from Texas, people are usually comfortable driving 20 miles to get somewhere. So 15 miles to me seems fair. That might be not the same in your region. So just keep that in mind here when you pick your location of where you're located. And then we're going to go over to here and kind of look at the different audience and interests that we can pick. So for Botox, I think 22 to the age 60 is a good range. 22 might be a little too young. I usually play around between 22 and like 25, depending on how many customers or the type of customers that come into the med spas I'm working with. Sometimes I have a younger audience, sometimes I have older. Same with 60, I may decrease that to, like 55, for example. But you're going to know sort of the audience that you want to work within and some of the audiences and, buyers that have come into your office. So this can be adjusted. For Botox, I stuck to women for this one, but you can do all genders here. Or you can select women and target women for different reasons that you would target men. And then you can have two Botox ads, one for men, one for women. And then detailed targeting. So this is where you start to really pull in all the different types of interest that would be that your ad would be placed in front of. So I did things like anti-aging cream, beauty and fashion, beauty tips, facial, health and wellness, health and beauty, natural skin, skincare, all the different things that I feel like someone would be interested in if they're also getting Botox. You can also browse the suggestions too to kind of get an idea of different types. So like exfoliation, organic products, beauty brands, etc. here if you want to add more into that, as well as being able to browse different interests within your industry as well. So here I kind of already have them set, and then I'm going to hit next. When I hit next, I'm going to do the same title here. And then I'm going to make sure that it's, oh, hold on. There we go. I'm going to make sure my Facebook page is here. And then I'm going to select all the different media. I shouldn't have put video, it's images, but you can select all different images here, or you can select different videos just to give you an idea of how it looks. You can see that both creatives are here. So with choosing dynamic creative, like I talked about earlier, this is really going to help you put different pieces of graphics, photos, or videos out there that would resonate more with one person versus the other, because we all have different opinions, we all have different likes. So this really helps you kind of diversify that. And then this is where you're going to put your primary text. So I did, get holiday ready, get that holiday ready glow with Botox at just $10 a unit, smooth out fine lines, look your best for all the holiday gatherings, book your appointment now and feel confident this season. Then you can also do a headline. The headline should always be a little bit different than what you put in your primary text. So I just did holiday glow with Botox, only $10 a unit. So I'm trying to quickly hook and captivate someone, because remember, 1.3 seconds is Gen Z. So I use that as my baseline for everything. So I try and create something that would hook someone in at least 1.3 seconds. And then your call to action is obviously going to be book now because you want them to book. And then this is where your form is going to be. So we're going to walk through together how to create a form. So you're just going to name your form. Most likely you'll want to do what the service is. So like Botox, lead ad form, and the year. And then you'll want to do the questions. So you'll want to do the background, the intro here. So enter your information below, or this can be like Botox offer, and then a member of our staff will call you to get you the perfect unit or the perfect whatever you want to put there. And then the question. So then the question, first name, last name, phone number, and email here. So you'll want to have those at least, so that way for the CRM you're using or how you're going to contact them, you have all the information stored here. You can add more questions. So some other questions that I've added in the past for med spas are, how soon are you wanting an appointment? Are you willing to travel to X location, especially if I've expanded the mileage a little bit more? Etc. So you can, as you look at the ads with the leads coming in, if there's like a reoccurring question or theme that you start to see within this specific special, this is going to allow you to come back and add those questions to kind of help you qualify those leads a little bit better. You'll add your privacy policy. Every ad, you have to have a privacy policy. So just make sure you have that. And then your thank you message. So thank you, you're all set. You can visit our website, and then you just put that booking link there in case they want to go to the website and book immediately. And then we're going to hit create form. So once we have all of that, that's when we're going to publish this ad entirely. And now we're going to wait and watch the leads come to us. Now, the biggest question that I get after that is, okay, how am I going to get notified that there's leads coming in? What do I do if leads come in, et cetera, et cetera. So today we're going to go through a CRM example of, now that you have the ad, how do we actually nurture those leads? How do we actually get notified? So we're going to show you a CRM called Progreda. So Progreda is an all-in-one marketing platform tool. This is really going to allow you to capture those leads from Facebook and then allow you to kind of automate that journey. So that way you can spend more time with your patient and not have to worry about calling or seeing what, taking that time out that you may not have. So the first thing we're going to do is go over the pipeline just to kind of give you an idea of the type of journey that you can build out here. So obviously, as new leads come in from Facebook, they'll want to be here as a new lead. Hot leads are if they actually respond to you, wanting an appointment or wanting a call, we'll move those because they're actually conversating with you. And then you have booking requested and booking confirmed. So booking requested would be as the system's chatting with them, or if someone in the front calls them, they're like, okay, I think I want Monday at 2 p.m. You can put booking requested, and then when this front staff calls to confirm appointments or text to confirm appointments, they'll get moved if the person, double confirms that. And then after their appointment, it's a service sold. So this is going to allow you to really kind of walk through that journey of where someone goes after they come in from that ad. And with that being said, now you're probably like, well, then how the heck do I reach out to them? How do I get notified? So I'm going to give you an example of what's called an automation, and we're going to walk through that together. So our trigger is when someone comes in and selects that Facebook form. So we would have to come in here and say the form is that Botox form, for example. These are all the steps that are going to happen. So we're going to add a tag. Tagging is just a way that you can organize your contact list. So everyone that's coming from a Botox, let's just say next year or in a few months, we're going to have a different offer for Botox. This is going to help you send out an email and text to anyone who's ever inquired about Botox or even bought Botox from you. So this is going to help with revenue, even middle of funnel, or getting those repeat customers. We're going to automatically move them to that new lead stage. That's that pipeline I just showed you. And then we're going to send you a notification. We're going to say new Botox lead, and we're going to give you all the information that you need from them. And then after 3 minutes, we're actually going to text that lead. So we're going to say, hey, Ashley, this is Morgan from Beauty Med Spa. And then I'm going to say, I saw that you claimed one of our Botox offers. The next step is to get you booked for an appointment. Is now a good time to grab a date and time that works for you? And we're going to wait until that person replies. So if they reply, that's where we're going to move them into that hot lead, because that means that they're wanting to book quickly, and it's imperative that we get to them ASAP. And then if their reply is positive, so remember we asked the question, is now a good time to grab a date? If they say yes, then it's going to send a notification to your front staff. Please call this new lead. They're ready to book. If not, it's not going to notify your staff. This is where you can do what's called a reactivation campaign, which we won't dive into today, but it's going to allow you to continue to market to that person until they decide to book with you. But in this case, this is going to happen automatically. So while you're sitting in with the patient, the system's going to be working for you, and then only notifying your front staff or you when someone is ready to book. Now, you can take this further by, instead of sending an internal notification, you could do something where you just send a text message, say, great, here's the link to book your appointment. And then you can see if they book right then and there. So there are different ways to go about it. If, let's say, you're more of like that solo entrepreneur where it's kind of just you by yourself running your brand by yourself, and you don't really have time to call someone in the middle of the day, this would be a better route for you. If you're a fully fledged med spa, the best way would be this way, and then that way your reception can call people when they're ready to book, and then that's going to help you with that. So this is an example again of how when you build that ad, everyone who fills out that form on the ad is going to come into Progreda. You're going to be able to monitor that journey. Everything is going to happen automatically for you. You're not going to have to do much until they're ready to book. And this is going to put more time back in your pocket and even money as you start to weed in people who want to book immediately. And then lastly, what I'm going to show you is a dashboard. So now that you kind of have an understanding of like how to run the ad, how the system's going to nurture that ad automatically for you, now you as the business owner can really start to look at the revenue that you're going to start generating. So this is your dashboard, is where you're going to be able to look at all of the leads that have come in through Facebook. So in this example, we've had 213 leads come through, worth $51,000, and we've closed about 35,000. So about 20% of those leads have closed right now. We have 165 still open. We won 44 and lost 4 of them. You can also, when I said the funnel earlier, middle of funnel, or kind of like that pipeline journey that they take, this is where you're going to be able to kind of see where they're at. So when we had like new lead, hot lead, booking requested, booking confirmed. So this is a good way for you to kind of watch that journey and see how many people are in each of those stages. So this is where you're going to be able to see where everyone's at. Same here, it just shows you how many are in each of these stages. So for example, we have 1 in the booked appointment stage. This is really going to help you as a business owner understand if there might be pitfalls within that customer journey. So let's just say a lot of people get to booking requested, but they actually never confirm and then they don't show up. This could be how you might want to change those reminders. Maybe you want to add more reminders in between their appointments. Maybe you want the front staff to call the day before, but then also send text messages day of, et cetera, et cetera. So it's going to allow you as a business owner to focus more strategically on your business, while more mundane things like checking in, confirming appointments, building a relationship automatically with a lead is done through a system, and again gives you more time back in your pocket, gives you more revenue back in your pocket. So we're going to hop back over into the presentation, my slide deck. And now we're going to talk about that more in depth. Okay, so we're going to talk about why all of this is going to be important to your business. So where we left off on Let's Build, we go through the ad, we go through the CRM. Now it's your turn to do it yourself. So this is where you're going to be able to create your own ad. And so we're actually going to be giving a special workshop bundle price just for you. So we're going to give you all the templates that I showed you. We're going to give you a course that goes step by step on how to create that ad, specialized and tailored to the med spa industry, the beauty industry. So it's going to help you generate quality leads, book more appointments. You're going to get a step-by-step marketing blueprint that is going to allow you to automatically manage your incoming leads, plus a comprehensive video course, again, to guide you through that process. So where this is typically $3.99 a month, we're going to give it to you at $297 a month. So you get the entire CRM plus the course. So that way you can start creating those ads, getting those leads, increasing that revenue. Again, just some other things about Progreda is where, again, you're going to be in here managing those leads automatically. So I just showed you as they come in, the system's going to do the work for you. Some things I didn't share is you can also communicate with leads. So there is a conversation tab here, which I'll show you an example of. So this conversation tab is going to pull in all emails, text messages, Instagram DMs, etc., for you to conversate in one platform. So again, it's allowing you to be more strategic within your business, because I know that some of the med spas I've worked with have a hard time keeping every different conversation organized in the right fashion. So having your phone calls, text messages, emails, DMs all in one place is really going to allow you more time and consolidating everything. It's going to be a place where you store your leads. So as all those leads come in through the ad, they're going to stay in that CRM forever, again, allowing you to do more marketing, tailored marketing to them. So as you saw that I tagged that Botox offer, if I have another offer for like filler or Botox or a discount, this is where I'm going to use all the contacts that I've stored within that tag to be able to market directly to them, knowing that they've been interested or have received that type of service with me before. And that's why you're going to be able to create powerful marketing campaigns. So this is where you're also going to be able to create those email marketing campaigns, text message sequences, etc., so that way you can always nurture those customers or even leads to get that first time client or repeat customers. So again, valued at $3.99, giving it away for $2.97 today. And then we're also going to, oh, and here's the code, my bad. Here's the code that you're going to be using. And this will all be sent to you in the chat. You'll be able to see the link and use this code to get that $2.97 offer for those of you who have joined today. So again, this will be sent to you, so you don't have to worry about that. But we're also going to be giving away an ebook. So this is goes hand in hand with marketing, is social media, especially in the beauty world. You live in a very competitive landscape. So I have an ebook that goes over a guide on how to increase your social media virality. So usually valued at $99, you're going to get it for free. Here's a sneak peek of the content. So the power of video content, the framework for creating viral video contents, a 30-day content plan, tips and best practices for maximizing your virality, case studies, and even a list of all different types of resources such as ChatGPT. Oh my goodness, ChatGPT prompts, etc. there that you're going to be able to use. So again, kind of putting that more strategic time back in your pocket, and again, allowing you to work on your business to increase that revenue over time. All right. Well, I hope that everyone has gained a lot of knowledge here on in the med spa world, beauty world, how to create a ton of revenue and leads. So that way you can focus more on patient care, and then a system is going to be there designed for you to help you create more effective quality leads, increasing that revenue over time.